from historic Fenway Park in Boston. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Detroit Tigers and the Boston Red Sox. First pitch coming your way next. And getting the start for the Red Sox, it's Sonny Gray. What's the scouting report on him?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
Swing and a miss. He was late. Strike 2.
Cutter, high inside.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
Curveball, low inside.
Ball.
Four-seam fastball, high outside.
Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
Four-seam fastball, high outside.
On the ground, right side, Meyer. In plenty of time to first. 1 out in the top of the first. And now the Tigers line up for manager A.J. Hinch. With an excellent arm on the mound, Singy, this won't be easy. They'll need to take advantage of the opportunities that they do have.
You're right about that, Boog. Odds are they won't have many chances against this guy, but if they can rattle him out of the gates, they'll have a shot. If not, look out. It might be a long day for this offense.
Sinker, low outside.
This one in the air, center field. Meyer moving under this one. Takes it in for the out.
Yeah, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
Colt Keith in the box now. No balls and a strike.
High outside.
Hard ground ball, base knock. And that keeps the inning alive. Here's Riley Green.
Low outside. Curveball. Low middle.
This one in the air. Narvaez settles under it. And that'll do it. Now the Red Sox will get their shot. No score. Major League Baseball is on the show. Back here in Boston and taking the ball for Detroit, Jack Flaherty. What should we keep an eye on here?
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
Line drive, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning. Here's Contreras now. Runner takes off. Swing and a ground ball. And it goes just foul. Anthony gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Now there's a bullet down the line. And it stays fair. Relay throw to second. Safe. He beats it.
There he is coming through with a knock right there. I like the fact that he can pick him up and put him down a little bit. First basemen are known for the speed, but See him get that extra base hit there. Now he's in scoring position.
Next to hit, Wilyer Abreu. The 1-0. This one ripped, but foul to the right. And a count 1-2.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. I really think the outer half is open.
Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Huge strikeout there. Check out the Red Sox lineup. We could be in for a power showcase today with the wind blowing out. A lot of lift and separate, Chris.
Well, we know hitters are in this era definitely trying to hit the ball in the air regardless of the conditions, but I think even a little more so there's margin for error if you can get the ball up in the air. So, you'll see at times, I'm sure, with 2 strikes, what looks like a half swing that can get out of the ballpark with a hitter who's got decent pop.
2 on, 1 out. Swing and a drive, deep right field. That's got a chance. And that one will bang off the wall near the pesky pole. The second run scores. It's 2-zip. It's a 2-run double, and they have the lead.
Gets him on the board first, coming through with 2 RBIs on that swing. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
Dangerous hitter at the plate in Trevor Story.
Ball.
Man at second. In the air out towards right center. And there's 2 down. Now batting Jarren Duran. Here's a guy who's been struggling so far this year. It's only late April, but still hoping he'll turn it around soon.
Ball.
That one misses. 2 balls, no strikes. In the dirt. Runner at second, 2 down. Fastball for a strike. And that's through there for a strike. 3-2 now. Man on second, 2 down. That's out to center field. Vierling under it. And that is that. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this 2-run double. It's now a 2-0 ball game. Back here at Fenway Park, top of the second, Dylan Dingler up now for the Tigers.
4-seam fastball, high outside.
Back up the middle and a base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. So digging in, Kerry Carpenter. That's in there. It's 0-1.
4-seam fastball, low inside.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. Hops over the wall, and that's an automatic double.
That was loud contact and a no doubt doubled off the bat. I didn't know it was going to land in the bullpen, though, and he's really improving his accuracy out there. It's almost like he tried to do it.
Here's the center fielder, Matt Vierling. Fouls away the first offering.
Sweeper, middle outside.
Just missed.
Sinker, low inside.
Inside corner, and that's called a strike.
Really going after him here. All fastballs to get ahead in the count.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out. And that is a big first out.
Well executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Runners at second and third and one out. And next up for the Tigers, How You Lee. Fastball in the inside corner for a strike.
Sweeper. Middle outside.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up. Try to track the ball. Block it if you...
Strike three, and that's 2 in a row.
It's a good breaking ball there, just off the corner where you can't really do much damage, but it's close enough to where you got to protect, and he just couldn't find a way to fight it off.
Jake Rogers will hit next. First pitch, and that's in for a strike. 2 outs, 2 in scoring position here at the top of the second. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Tigers strand a pair. They trail it here 2-0. Bottom half of inning number 2. So stepping in for Boston, Caleb Durbin. In the air to left center. Vierling on his way over. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 1 pitch and 1 out. Here's the second baseman, Marcelo Meyer. Sliced hard but foul. Here comes the 0-1. Swung on, popped up on the infield. Keith under this one. 2 down. Carlos Narvaez, the next to hit. That one lined to the left field, and that's base hit. So the 2-out knock extends the inning and sends them back to the top of the order. So the Red Sox lineup turns over. And next is the designated hitter, Roman Anthony. 1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the first with a single. Now a high fly ball out to left center. And that will end the inning. So 1 hit is all they get. We head on down to the top of the third. It's the Red Sox 2 and the Tigers nothing. Back here in Boston, and here's the Tiger leadoff man, Kevin McGonigal.
Low inside.
Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
Curveball. Low middle.
Fastball for a strike.
4-seam fastball. Low outside.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
4-seam fastball. High middle.
The 0-2.
No.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Curveball. Low inside.
That's ripped. Base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Here's Gleyber Torres. 0 for 1 so far. That one finds the zone. 0-1.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and part of the order coming up right behind them. This is where they need to get going.
4-seam fastball. Low inside.
The 0-2. Durant on the move. Pulls it down and he makes the catch.
Wow, he looked like he was running before the ball was hit. Didn't have much time, as that was a hard hit liner, but a nice job of covering a lot of ground in a short amount of time.
One out man at first. Colt Heath up now for the Tigers.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
That one to first, and that chance handled. Over to Story for one. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. No runs, one hit, no errors, and no one left. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. It's the Red Sox 2 and the Tigers nothing. Back here at Fenway, still stepping in for Boston, Wilson Contreras.
Wilson Contreras.
High fly ball lifted in the air right field. And there's one away. Wilyer Abreu now at the plate. He was a strikeout victim his first time.
Wilyer Abreu.
This one in the air center field. Vierling on his way over. 2 up, 2 down.
Up next for the Red Sox, left fielder.
Stepping in, Masataka Yoshida. He drove it 2 with a double his first time up. Line drive, and that's just foul. 2 down, nobody on. And that's fouled off. Ripped on a line. And that ends the inning. So they go quietly there. On to inning number 4. It's the Red Sox 2 and the Tigers nothing. Back in Boston as we go to the top of the 4th. Riley Green up now for the Tigers.
High outside.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Hauls it in, 1 away.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
Next is the Tigers DH, Dylan Dingler. Picked up a base hit to center his first time up. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 1.
Sweeper. Low middle. Four-seam fastball. High inside.
Into center. And that'll fall for a base hit. And that'll bring the tying run to the plate.
He made that look easy, keeping his bat in the zone on plane for a long time. That leads to a high contact rate and more barrels, Boog. Even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Red Sox by 2. Top half of inning number 4. Right through there for a strike.
Low middle.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2.
Four-seam fastball. Low outside.
Good job to fight that one off.
Sinker. Middle outside.
Here's the 0-2. Battling here as he fouls it away.
Sinker. Low outside.
Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts.
You usually are going to see that inside fastball a little longer coming in from the opposite side, but that pitch really got in on him right there. I mean, that's a well-thrown pitch. Tough to do anything with that in terms of getting the hands through and the sweet spot of the bat to the baseball.
Vierling at the plate now, and that's strike 1. Dingler, the runner at first with 2 gone. In the air, right field, Abreu has a beat on it, and that is that. Tigers lead 1. They're still down. It's 2-0. Ready to go, bottom 4. So stepping in for Boston, Trevor Story. Strike on the inside corner. That one hammered, but pulled foul.
He's getting the barrel to the ball. He's just got to work on that timing a little bit.
And the 0-2. That one ripped left field. Carrying well. Into the monster seats and gone. So he goes yard to left. And they tack on to their lead. It's 3-0.
Looks like this guy was looking out over the plate, but he was ready to turn on the inside fastball. So direct to the pitch. Absolutely blasted out of this ballpark.
And now, Jarren Duran. He's 0 for 1. First pitch, and he just misses.
You know, these Red Sox doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. It's tough to remember the times they've actually swung and missed at a pitch because it really hasn't happened. They've made contact on nearly 100% of their swings.
And that one hammered way back there. Out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they add a run. It's 4-0.
Back-to-back homers, always a special feeling at the ballpark, especially if it's your team that does it and those guys get to slap hands at home plate. This is the kind of thing that can really fire up a ball club.
Caleb Durbin getting ready to hit. Line to second, snagged on the bounce. Over to first. Nicely done for the out. Marcelo Meyer up next for the Red Sox. He popped out his first time. High fly ball, right field. And there's 2 away. Here's the catcher, Carlos Narvaez. 1 for 1. He singled to left his first time through. Bases empty, 2 away, but 2 runs are in. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. This one in the air. Lee under it. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now a 4-0 ball game. Back here at Fenway, new inning getting started. Hao-Yu Lee up now for the Tigers.
Middle inside.
Lee, 23 years old, and he's a native of Taiwan. Line drive, that's a base hit into right field. And a good start to the inning.
Well, he's been working out of the stretch just about the entire game, Boog. A lot of base runners on against him, and he's just done a really nice job of scattering the hits, not giving up any runs. But at some point, your luck usually runs out.
Sweeper. Low outside.
Comes up empty. That's strike two.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
Curveball. Low outside.
The 0-2. Got him swinging.
I mean, there aren't many curveballs in the sport today that break like that thing does. Huge movement. It's so difficult to get on the same plane and even think about squaring it up, let alone get a piece and hope he throws something else to keep the at-bat alive.
Back to the top of the Detroit order. Kevin McGonigal digs in now.
Four-seam fastball. Middle inside.
The 0-1. Runner takes off. That's in for a strike. Throw bounces, and he's in there safely with a stolen base.
Sweeper. Low inside.
Man at second. Foul ball still 0-2.
Sinker. Low outside.
This one in the air center field. Duran should have this one. 2 down. Here is Gleyber Torres.
Tigers, second baseman Gleyber Torres.
Curveball. Low outside.
And it's fouled away.
Sweeper. Low outside.
Man on second, 2 down. Fought off foul.
Sweeper. Middle outside.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
Sweeper. Middle outside.
Got him. Out number 3. He continues to roll on the mound as 5 shutout innings are in the books. You're dialed into the show. Back here in Boston, we head to the bottom of the 5th. Well, he's been knocked around pretty good so far, but they've got him back out there at least to begin the inning.
Well, and you wonder just the strength and perhaps the health of that bullpen for him to go back out there. But he's taking this one for the team. Perhaps he can stabilize things and the offense can score some runs for him.
The 0-2. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. That when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Contreras now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. Nice grab. Throw to first, and very nicely done for the out.
Up next for the Red Sox.
2 outs, base is empty. So stepping in for Boston, Wilyer Abreu. That one blasted deep to right. That's going back. Back some more. And it is out of here. He leaves the yard to right. And they boost their lead.
First pitch hacking, and it paid off for him in a big way. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
And here comes the Tigers manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Jack Flaherty won't go any further. And the home run really bit him today as he exits on the hook for the loss. New arm coming on after the break. So they turn things over to the righty, Harrison Bart. On for his major league debut and a moment he will never forget.
Better believe that. It's always so special the first time you get into a big league ball game. I did it as a position player, but for him as a pitcher.
Brings it in. That is the inning. The Red Sox pick up a run on the homer, and the lead is now 5-0. Welcome back as we look at the highlights from today's game so far.
Do it again. At school on the right, I used to go there. Everybody, mom and cuz used to go there. Can't forget sister and brother now. Oh yeah, if anybody dissed the dog, we like, whoa there. Right there used to be the project housing. Then they got flipped with the rent on thousands. Moved the folks out near 45, so you might as well say they pay rent on island. Over there used to be the West Side Club. Every night packed with the West Side Club.
Colt Keith up now for the Tigers.
First baseman Colt Keith.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
And first offering is fouled off.
When a guy's throwing a lot of first pitch strikes as a hitter, you got to be ready to hit. Now, that's not going to help you get deep into his pitch count and into the bullpen, but you got to take what he's offering that day.
That one fouled off.
Four-seam fastball. Low outside.
Ball one there.
Four-seam fastball. Low inside.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
Four-seam fastball. Low inside.
Got him swinging. Picks up strikeout number 7.
Well, I think he's got to be feeling pretty invincible out there on the mound right now. I mean, he's got the shutout working so far, and even when he challenges these guys, he's getting away with it. That pitch right there really wasn't anything special, a hittable pitch, but he gets the punch out.
Green, batting with one down, takes the strike.
Low outside.
Swing and a high fly ball, pretty well struck right field, way back there. Get out of town. He flexes his power with that swing, and they're chipping away. It's 5-1.
When you're working with this kind of velocity, so critical that you move the ball around, work quickly, and make sure that you keep that hitter off balance. Clearly not fooled by the location or the velocity. He was all over that fastball.
One down. Now at the plate, Dylan Dingler. He's 2 for 2. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play.
Sweeper. Middle outside.
And that one ripped to left. Can't get there, too slow to get after it. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. And maybe they've got something going here, trying to get back into this one.
Kerry Carpenter up now for the Tigers. That one ripped, but foul.
Sweeper. Low inside.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul.
Curveball. Low middle.
Ball 1.
Curveball. Low inside.
Ground ball left side. The turn by Meyer at second. What a double play that was. Inning over. Tigers add 1 to the lead on this homer. It's now a 5-1 ball game. Well, we go bottom 6. So stepping in for Boston, Trevor Story.
Trevor Story.
And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Red Sox, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They have 5 extra base hits on the stat sheet so far, and that tells me they're seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well.
The 0-2.
Ball 1.
With all those extra base hits, it's easy to think we're going to see that trend continue the rest of the game. They seem to be really locked in at the plate.
Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Raging back towards the wall. And he makes the catch on the track. Just missed a homer that time.
Plenty of extra carry on that ball to right there. Almost got out of here thanks to the wind. It's whipping right now.
Here's the center fielder, Jaron Duran. He's already homered in this game. Lined into left center, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Having a really nice game here. That's his second extra base hit. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Durbin in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. And it's second. Fastball for a strike.
Well, you can't expect to get a great pitch to hit with an open base and a runner on second. He's going to have to really tighten up his sights here, make sure that he can barrel up the ball.
The 0-2.
Excellent arm action on that 2-strike changeup. Just missed. Man, he wanted that call.
One out and a runner at second here in the bottom of the 6th. On the ground to third, and he can't come up with it. Gets off a throw, safe. It was never going to be easy after the misplay.
Up next for the Red Sox, second baseman, Marcelo Meyer.
Marcelo Meyer up next for the Red Sox. Can't reach it. This should score at least one. One run across. The relay throw. But he's in there easily.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and lifted into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
So 2 at scoring position with 1 out. Carlos Narvaez will hit next. Check swing, and he went. And it's 0-1. Two on, 1 out. Right through there for a strike. Here's the 0-2.
The only adjustment he needs to make is his target. If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right where you want it.
Next offering is outside.
Recognize that changeup right out of the hand. Just spit on it.
Line drive, base hit. 1 run is in. Another scores. 2 runs in on the play. It's a 2-run single. It's 8-1. Here's A.J. Hinch heading towards the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change right here. Harrison Bart departs. We'll be back in a minute with a new arm on the mound. Kyle Finnegan taking over on the mound. He's been so good against lefties. Back to the top of the order now. And now the DH, Roman Anthony. 1 for 3.
Yeah.
And now the 0-1. Fouled off left side. And down on strikes. And there are 2 down.
Well, that's a pitch, that slider from an opposite-handed pitcher that you usually see very well, but for some reason he didn't pick it up, and it just kind of got into the strike zone late. Gave up on it a little bit early.
Swing and a drive, deep right field. That one back there, and that is foul. Now the 0-1. There's the strike. 95 of that one. Activity in the bullpen for Detroit. Will Vest, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout. We're through 6 full. Red Sox 8 and the Tigers 1. Well, this game isn't very close, Singy. Let's see if we got any messages from those tuning in today.
I know we got some good stuff in there.
Singy, were you superstitious as a player?
I'd say a little bit, and I wouldn't want to admit it, but I think, you know, you have a good game the next day. You're maybe thinking a little bit when you're putting your spikes on. Which one did I put on first? What did I eat? You know, let me just bring that back into today.
So you weren't superstitious, you were a little stitious.
Yes, I was medium stitious.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. And that is ball 1.
We've got some superstitions up here in the booth, and you never can say, hey, this game's going really fast early in the ball game.
Yeah, that is one of the ways that we are capable of putting the jinx on the game, is talking about how fast the game is going. That normally will grind it to a screeching halt.
No question.
So the call will stand. Still one challenge left for them.
Ball 2.
Sinker. Low inside.
Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Strikeout number 8.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
And next to hit for Detroit, Hao-Yu Lee. The Red Sox up big in this one. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Check swing, and he went. No balls, 2 strikes.
4-seam fastball. High outside.
See ya! Strikes him out for the second time today.
Well, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, the sort of pitch you're hoping for. A bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location. But clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it.
Rogers in the box again. Takes a strike. On the ground. Slings to first. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. Tigers fail to make any noise. It's still an 8-1 ball game. here at Fenway Park, their offense has produced a lot of hits so far, as we see from the spray chart.
Yeah, when a team has this many knocks, a lot of the time it gets clustered to one side or another. Not today. They're hitting it all over the field.
That one hammered center field. That's back. Just missed it.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt.
Masataka Yoshida up next for the Red Sox.
Ball.
This one in the air, center field. And there's 2 away.
Up next for the Red Sox.
Here's A.J. Hinch heading towards the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change right here. Kyle Finnegan done for the day. And as he heads off, we'll step aside for a minute. Back with the new pitcher after this break. Will Vest comes on now. He's into the game with the bases empty. Trevor Story comes up to the plate. He's already homered here in this one. Foul ball. Two down, nobody on. In the air, right field. And the inning is over. Red Sox go down quietly, and it remains an 8-1 game. Back here at Fenway, we're at the top of the 8th. Kevin McGonigal up now for the Tigers. There's a swing and a drive. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. That's a strike across the top of the zone. Gray still out there to pitch the 8th and working with a big lead.
He's been excellent, really on his game in this one. And at this point, he wants to finish what he started.
One up, one down.
Lefties can definitely be a little pull happy up there, especially with pitches that they see pretty well. That was a good example. He hooked an outside pitch, hit that ball in the air to right, just not with much authority.
And that one is lifted in the air. Duran settles underneath it. And there's 2 down. Colt Keith up now for the Tigers.
First baseman Colt Keith.
4-seam fastball. High middle.
Hey.
2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. Clips the corner. That is strike 2. Keith thought that one missed, and here comes a challenge. Barely a hair out of the zone, but it was a ball. So they get to hang on to their second challenge.
4-seam fastball. High outside.
Ball inside.
Curveball. Low middle.
Next offering in there for a strike. 2-2.
High outside.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Red Sox 8 and the Tigers 1. On to the bottom of the 8th. So stepping in for Boston, Jarren Duran.
Jarren Duran.
And that's
Ball.
downstairs. Ball one. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Tyler Holton, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose. Hit hard on the ground is short. On to first. One gone to the bottom of the 8th.
Up next for the Red Sox, third baseman, Caleb.
And next for the Red Sox, Caleb Durbin. 0 for 3 in this one. Not even close there. And that's ball one.
Ball two.
Vest, a 6-foot righty. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a sinker, and he works in a changeup.
Hike.
Pop foul out of play off to the right. Two now. And a swing and a miss. 2 gone.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
Meyer in the box here and fouls it off for strike one. Two down, nobody on. Ground ball right side. And that one finds its way through. And that keeps the inning going.
Up next for the Red Sox.
So stepping in for Boston, Carlos Narvaez. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. Lead runner touches second, heading for third. The relay saved, not in time to get him, and it's first and third with 2 away. Back to the top of the order. Now it's the DH, Roman Anthony. And that's in there for strike one. Two on, 2 outs. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike. Anthony wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge. And that one was indeed a strike. 1 challenge remaining for them now. The 0-2. And he hits a ground ball right side. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly, but they get the out at first, and that'll do it for the inning. Red Sox 8 and the Tigers 1. Back in Boston, we go to the 9th. Riley Green up now for the Tigers.
High outside.
I mean, his pitch efficiency, ability to get ahead in the count, at times pitch to contact, let the defense work behind him. That's why he's still in the game here in the 9th inning.
This one popped up. And there's one down. You just don't see it that much anymore. A guy being this efficient and getting this deep into the game.
I wonder if he's going to be able to close it out. There's just something about that 9th inning. But being at under 100 pitches, he's still got plenty of fuel left in the tank.
Dingler, batting with 1 down, takes the strike. 1 down, base is empty here in the 9th.
Ball up.
4-seam fastball. Low outside.
Line drive, speared at first. Contreras takes it himself. Just one out remaining for the Tigers.
Right fielder, Kerry Carpenter.
Kerry Carpenter up now for the Tigers.
Four-seam fastball. High inside.
And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
But what's amazing that he's just now about to throw his 100th pitch. I mean, that's something that he can be really proud of when this thing's over.
They're down to their final strike.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. And this situation will keep a close eye on his approach.
Down the line, it's a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
Up next for the Tigers.
Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
So up next, Matt Vierling.
D-Ride.
Four-seam fastball. High outside.
That one close, ruled a ball. And it's 1-1.
Four-seam
Carpenter
fastball.
off of first with 2 away. Hit in the air, right field. Abreu under it. And he'll put it away. Ball game. And the Red Sox take this one in a blowout.
It seemed like from the first pitch of this ball game, this guy was going to get it done. A quality start. Who knew he'd throw a complete game and get the victory? But an excellent job of continuing to just throw what the catcher put down. He navigated through this ball game, a jam here, a jam there, but ultimately it was an outstanding outing.
Took a girl from the podium. Now the guys in here has sodium. This a lonely man, things ain't going as planned, but it's a real life. Look, I protect my.
Girls jump up to this, non-stop turn and twist. Out of his mercy.